Navigating Cultures, Titles and Honorifics in English. Hello, language explorers. Welcome to today's video where we're going to delve into an interesting part of English language learning, titles and honorifics. This is especially important as it touches upon cultural considerations when addressing people from different parts of the world. So, let's dive right in. So, what exactly are titles and honorifics? These are specific words or forms of address that show respect, professional status, or social status. It's important to use the correct title or honorific when addressing someone, especially in formal situations or when you're in a different cultural environment. In English, common titles include Mr. for men, Mrs. for married women, Miss for unmarried women, and Ms. for women, regardless of marital status. There are also professional titles like Doctor for doctors, Professor for professors, and so on. Different cultures have unique ways of using titles and honorifics. For instance, in a professional setting in the United States, people often use first names even in business meetings, while in many Asian cultures, last names with the appropriate title are the norm. Furthermore, while it's common in Western cultures to use titles with last names, some cultures, like in Hungary, use titles with first names. And it's also important to know that some cultures have specific honorifics tied to their own language and tradition. Even if you're speaking in English, you might still use these honorifics as a sign of respect. When in doubt, it's always better to err on the side of formality. If you're not sure whether to use a first name, stick with the title and last name. Be careful with Ms., Mrs., and Miss. Unless you know a woman's preference or marital status, use Ms. as a neutral and respectful option. Finally, it's essential to pay attention and learn from the responses of the people you're talking with. If they introduce themselves with a first name, feel free to use it. If they use a title, it's safer to reciprocate in kind. Understanding and correctly using titles and honorifics is an important part of English language learning, especially when it comes to engaging respectfully with different cultures. Remember, when in doubt, always lean towards being more formal. We hope this video has been helpful in your journey of mastering the English language. Keep exploring, keep learning, and see you in our next video.